I accept defeat. Nutgrass has taken over my garden beds. But I'm not going to give up. This is not the end. I've tried many different methods to try and control the nutgrass, which is, by the way, probably the worst weed I've ever seen gardening. For those of you that don't know, nutgrass is a type of grass, obviously, that spreads from a nut underground, a rhizome. And the problem with that is most weeds, you pull them out and that's the end of the story. The weed's gone. But with a nutgrass, it sends nuts underground through different rhizomes. So when you pull out one nut, there's 3-4 different nuts left. It is an absolutely evil plant. And as you've probably seen in past videos, if you haven't, go check them out. I tried covering what was already there with soil and then planting into it. And the goal for that was to basically the vegetables to take over the nutgrass. They would outcompete the nutgrass. And that did not work. So I've resorted to a desperate method, and I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do this. And the method is weed matting. So today I'm gonna put some weed matting down and basically choke out the nutgrass and kill anything else that's already there. And hopefully in 2-3 weeks I can take the weed matting off and there will be no more nutgrass. That's the plan at least, but we'll see how it goes. So just to quickly put into perspective how aggressive this nutgrass is, these are some seedlings that I sowed probably a week and a half ago. So we got radish, lettuce, and as you can see, this nutgrass has absolutely outcompeted all these plants. Some more lettuce there. It goes all along there. And I've been wrestling with nutgrass for as long as I've been gardening in these garden beds, and it always just keeps coming back. And I've kind of realized that unless I get rid of these nuts in the ground, it's just going to keep coming back. So let's get into it. And before I do that, I'm going to quickly pull out some of these carrots in the garden bed. So let's get into it. First carrot. I'm pretty excited about these carrots. These are colourful carrots. So we got, hopefully I'll pull one out and be able to show you. Super interesting colour. So that's like a light orange. What else have we got in here? We've got some pretty funky looking ones, but a white carrot, a red carrot. These ones are pretty small, but hopefully we get ones like this. There we go. White carrot, lovely. Absolutely huge, lovely. Super cool colours. Red carrot, it's almost like a beetroot. Okay, so I've taken everything of value out of the garden bed. Now my plan is to flatten all the plants with this boogie board, and then I'm going to lay down mulch to basically add another layer that the nutgrass can't get through, and then I'll put the weed mat over the top of the mulch. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've flattened all the weeds. Now I'm gonna get some mulch on there. And I just wanted to comment on this little invention. Someone in the last video said that instead of using a wheelbarrow, you can do this, and this has been absolutely game changing. So I just wanted to say, whoever you are, thank you. This has been amazing. You're a legend. Okay, I've just finished mulching this whole garden bed. I tried really hard to make sure there were no weeds poking out of the edges all along. Just because when I do put the weed mat down, I'm worried that the weeds are gonna kind of creep out and get sunlight. So I've tried my best to make sure that all the edges are pretty well done. And I'm thinking of doing 2 layers of the weed mat instead of 1, just for an extra barrier, because I have heard that nut grass can get through weed mat. That's how strong this weed is. So hopefully 2 layers will work. Let's get into it. Alrighty, I've just finished this garden bed. I'm really happy with it. I think for next time I'm going to get more pegs to make sure the tarp is taut. I definitely underestimated how many pegs I would need. And also I need to get more mulch for the next garden bed because I'm already out. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. Hopefully this works. Nut grass is a very, very, very invasive weed, and one of the problems with nut grass is that when it first grows, it has a very sharp leaf, so it stabs through weed mat, mulch, pretty much anything. But hopefully this works. And if you guys have any ideas at all for what you want me to do in the garden, or any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And thank you for watching, you behind that screen. I really appreciate it. Also, one other thing I wanted to talk about quickly, while these garden beds are getting shut off, biohazard area, no nut grass, I'm thinking of doing some more garden beds over on this side, extending out into the grass, because there isn't really any nut grass there at all. It's just over here. So yeah, that's one idea I've got. If you guys have any other suggestions, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys.